All rise. Judge Vanderbeek Court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1007, Boyd versus Salinger.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Boyd,
Yes.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Recently I was demoted, and so I'm not making as much money, so trying to not pay as much money.
Okay. Is that the only, like, where were you working?
I'm still in the same job. I just got a worse part of the job. So I'm in sanitation.
Okay.
So basically I have to clean poop all day and make sure it doesn't get in the water, so whenever you're drinking you don't have poop or hepatitis or anything like that in your water. I literally gotta sort it out, so when you get it, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, folks, let's dive into another intense child support case, MR. Boyd steps forward, explaining that he's been demoted at work and is now earning less money. He's here asking for a reduction in his child support payment. The judge gets straight to the point, asking about his new role in sanitation, cleaning poop to ensure safe drinking water. Mr. Boyd's humor lightens the mood, but the judge quickly refocuses on the financials. He explains that his demotion has significantly impacted his ability to pay the current $850 monthly support. It's clear this case is about fairness and adjusting to life's unexpected changes. Let's see how it unfolds.
I won't drink that.
No, you can. I made sure that there was no, it's good.
Okay. All
Because
right.
of me, yeah. But
Okay,
I
well,
get
thank
paid
you.
less now, so
I'll make sure when I drink water from now on to thank Mr. Boyd.
you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. How old is the child?
He's 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
4-year-old boy. All right. So you have less pay now. Okay. And you're not in agreement to just decreasing his child support?
No, I'm not.
Why not?
I feel like he's lacking on his duties as the father. He also has another child with another woman. So I really don't think he's budgeting his money or time well, and I'm not going to accept his reduction.
Okay. So you don't believe he's budgeting right?
No, I don't. I think he's spending all his money on his new fiance, and
Mr. Boyd lays out his case. He's been demoted and now earns significantly less, making it harder to keep up with his $850 monthly child support payments. He also mentions having another child with a different woman, which adds to his financial strain. The judge listens carefully, noting that Mr. Boyd's reduced income and additional child are valid reasons for a modification. However, his ex-wife, Ms. Salinger, isn't having it. She argues that Mr. Boyd isn't budgeting well and is spending too much on his new fiancé. She even accuses him of neglecting their son, adding emotional weight to the case. The tension is palpable as the judge prepares to make a ruling.
shoes.
So you're mad about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty mad about it.
Okay. Well, get over it. That's the first thing. Second thing is you said he has another child. So even without a reduction in what he makes, that requires an adjustment right there. Him having another child entitles him to get his child support adjusted.
Well, maybe he should get his attitude adjusted. I don't know.
Well, can you quantify his attitude into any type of money or anything?
I wish he could.
Well, we can do that, right? So, I mean, by law, he has a right to ask for a reduction in child support. And by your own admission, you gave me a second reason why he qualifies for it.
I mean, I don't really understand because we almost make the same amount of money, so...
Right. But he's the one court ordered to pay child support, right? Right?
Right.
Okay, so your income has nothing to do with what he makes. And if he has another child, and according to these documents, he did get a huge reduction because his child support amount was $850 previously. So because he has a second child, that by itself, the law allows him to get a reduction in child support, whether you like it or not, unfortunately. What are you doing with the money, just out of curiosity?
I'm supporting Ricky, our child.
By support, what are you doing for him?
I practically pay for his private school.
Okay.
I'm buying him daycare when I leave for work.
Okay.
I pay for almost everything.
Okay. What are you using it for on yourself?
Nothing.
So you were using all $850 for the child only?
Yes.
Okay. Because it sounded like it was for another reason why you're so upset. Or is it just because of the new girlfriend?
Could be both.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So this is what we're going to do. He has good reason, and he has shown proof to the court that he qualifies for his child support to be reduced. So we're going to go based off of what he currently makes. Says here on your W-2 you make about $41,000.
That's correct.
Okay. For one child, well, you have 2 kids.
I do.
Okay, so that changes. So what we're going to do is calculate that. So that brings your gross down to $3,287.67. Who pays health insurance?
He does.
How much is health insurance?
$129 a month.
Okay. He also gets the credit for that as well.
The judge doesn't waste time. She calculates Mr. Boyd's new income at $41,000 a year, factoring in his demotion. After accounting for health insurance and his second child, she sets his net income at $2,712.53. The judge explains that Texas law allows for a reduction in child support when there's a material and substantial change in circumstances, like a pay cut or an additional child. She orders his new child support payment to be $476.94 monthly, MS. Sellinger isn't happy, but the judge reminds her that the law is clear. Mr. Boyd qualifies for this reduction whether she likes it or not. The judge also emphasizes that child support is about financial responsibility, not personal feelings or past grievances, MS. Sellinger's frustration boils over. She claims Mr. Boyd doesn't spend enough time with their son and even dislikes him because he's not into football. The judge shuts down the emotional arguments, reminding both parties that child support is about financial responsibility, not personal grievances. She encourages Mr. Boyd to be more involved in his son's life and suggests Ms. Sellinger focus on co-parenting rather than resentment. The judge also points out that Mr. Boyd's new fiancée and his son's interests are separate issues from his financial obligations. The case wraps up with a firm reminder: the child's needs come first.
For carrying health insurance. So his net comes out to about $2,725.36, giving you credit for your other child. That brings your percentage down, and your new child support amount is going to be $476.94. So I hope that you can pay the tuition and, you know, your attitude about him being mad off of that new amount in child support, $476.94. Can you do that?
Sure.
I mean, you don't have a choice really, but, you know, it is what it is. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Anything further?
Nope.
Anything further from you?
No.
You seem disappointed.
I am disappointed.
Why? He has legal grounds to ask for that.
I just wish he would pay attention to our child more, that's all.
Okay. So what do you mean by that?
He doesn't like our child.
How do you know he doesn't like the
He
child?
straight out told me before we came here.
Maybe he doesn't like his behavior. What is it?
Yeah,
about the child?
he doesn't like football.
Oh, okay.
And that really, if I didn't like football, my father would probably have disowned me. And so he doesn't like football, and I think she's trying to, you know, get him into like other stuff, like, I don't know, cheerleading or something. I don't know. And it hits me right here.
Yeah. It hurts my feelings too because I love football. Maybe you should encourage that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything further?
As the case concludes, the judge takes a moment to explain the legal principles at play in Texas. Child support can be modified if there's a material and substantial change in circumstances, like a pay cut or an additional child. This case highlights the importance of adjusting support payments to reflect real-life changes. The judge also stresses that emotional disputes shouldn't overshadow the financial needs of the child. The episode ends with a call to action. If you know someone in a similar situation, share their story. After all, these kids are raised on child support court, and every decision impacts their future.